Raj, it could be longer. That is the message tonight from San Francisco's Mayor London Breed about the shelter-at-home order.
The likelihood that this May 3rd day will be extended is possible. It could be a lot worse if all of you weren't playing an important role by staying at home when at all possible.
Mayor Breed says people need to remain physically distanced by using technology to connect with family, friends, and neighbors. A lot of places, a lot of lives have changed quickly. As we reported, effective today, Bay Area public health officers released a slew of new, stricter stay-at-home rules and changes what was considered to essential business.
Yes, this new order is sinking in for many people. NBC Bay Area's Robert Honda joins us from a park that is now closed in San Jose to show us just how jarring the changes have been for many. Robert.
Yes, the changes have really caught many people and businesses off guard. Not too surprising, really, because it is a very extensive new order. But for some, it was a lot to take in overnight. Marcus Basama had no idea he was probably breaking the law when he brought his pet, Munchie, to this San Jose dog park. But from the time he was here the other day, the public health department made dog parks as well as playgrounds off limits as part of stricter social distancing rules.
Like I said, I didn't know until you told me, and if they have to close it, they got to close it for our safety. I don't like it, but it has to be done.
Frank Hampton, a supervisor for the Stanford painting company, agrees. Until today, the company was considered essential, but like other residential and commercial construction-related businesses, that has changed.
First time in 23 years, we actually had to shut down. And obviously a lot of contractors on the same boat we are.
How strange is it?
It's eerie. It's very eerie.
The Santa Clara County Sheriff's Office says it understands and will mostly warn violators and educate them on the new order. Still,
everything is case by case, so the deputy will show up, conduct their full investigation, and in the end of that, if they determine that a citation is warranted, they can and will issue a citation.
Now, the Sheriff's Office says it will be focused mainly on repeat offenders, so they are giving the public time to catch up on this whole new order. You can see it in detail on our website, NBCBayArea.com. Live in San Jose, Robert Honda, NBC Bay Area News.
Okay, thank you, Robert. The number of confirmed cases in the Bay Area continues to climb. Today, more than 2,600 cases. 67 people have died so far. The Bay Area's hot zone continues to be Santa Clara County, now just shy of 1,000 cases, 956 to be exact. San Mateo County jumps to 388. That's 79 cases more than just yesterday.
Well, it's a decision that impacts every parent of school-age children. Today, a big announcement by the California Superintendent of Schools. Kids should not go back to campus for the rest of the school year. But he says that doesn't mean the learning stops.
I want to be clear, school is not closed. School is still in session, and we've had to shift to doing distance learning as the way that we deliver education.
Tony Thurmond only recommending schools shut down because ultimately it is up to each school board and district to decide. And just about an hour ago, Oakland District decided it will shut down its campuses for the remainder of the school year. Now, Governor Newsom had hinted this would happen 2 weeks ago, and now that it seems like it is for sure, it's really affecting high school seniors. This means no prom, no graduation ceremony. NBC Bay Area's Melissa Colorado joins us now from Berkeley with more. Melissa, this is what seniors look forward to the most, these milestones.
Absolutely. I mean, prom, graduation, the last day of high school, those are the memories you look back on. And the fact of the matter is prom was actually postponed till next month. And now students are bracing for the strong possibility that it will most likely be canceled. So certainly a sad end to the school year for seniors here at Berkeley High School. Now, classes will continue. They're just going to happen online. But a high school senior tells us it just won't be the same.
Next week was prom. I was super excited.
Forget senioritis. The coronavirus has likely cheated thousands of high school seniors in the Bay Area from rite of passages like prom and graduation. Berkeley High School senior Abigail Sanchez has a prom dress hanging in her closet that won't be worn anytime soon.
I have friends who rented party buses, and it's non-refundable. They can't refund like a lot of the like hotel rooms. So now we're all like stuck with bills for a night that we won't have.
State Superintendent Tony Thurmond stressed today the school year is not over. Education will still happen, but it will be through a screen. Even for the most tech-savvy of teens, distance learning has its hurdles.
It's just so much harder to retain information, and it's definitely harder to access your teachers. Of course, they're only an email away, but it's completely different when you're in a classroom and you can just raise your hand and ask a question.
There is some relief for high school students worried about getting into college. The University of California will suspend the SAT requirement for students applying for the fall 2020 semester. Sanchez says nothing will pain her more than losing out on her high school graduation ceremony.
That's, of course, like the end moment of senior year. Everyone decorates their caps and we all walk through the stage and like move our tassel from one side to the other. And I was really looking forward to being a part of that.
And next week, the Berkeley Unified School District says it will launch their distance learning program. The district says it has already started to distribute Chromebooks to low-income students, and that is a big concern we're hearing from state officials as well as teachers, that it's really this demographic, these low-income students who might not have a reliable source of internet. Their concern is that these students might be left behind. That's the latest here in Berkeley. I'm Melissa Colorado, NBC Bay Area News.
Thanks, Melissa, for that update. Well, our investigative unit uncovered concerns at Santa Clara County jails. We have an update on that. The sheriff's office announced more people have tested positive for COVID-19. 11 deputies, including 8 staff members working in the jail system, have contracted the virus. Also today, the officers' union said it's taking steps to thwart its spread. It's working in collaboration with the sheriff to address employees and inmate concerns. The sheriff also says she's reduced the inmate population at the jail by 21%.
An East Bay restaurant struggling to stay afloat during the COVID-19 crisis has taken yet another hit. This is surveillance video showing a thief kicking its way into Pleasant Hill's Slow Hand Barbecue restaurant yesterday morning. Inside, the criminal grabbed the cash register and took off. The restaurant's owners have been working hard to transition their business to takeout only. Been rough going, but they managed to keep the doors open. They say getting targeted by thieves, just another blow.
It contributes to the fear and the vulnerability that we're all feeling right now. It's awful. It's awful.
Luckily, there was no cash in the register, but the thief caused damage at a very stressful time for the restaurant.
Okay, time now to check in on our coronavirus crisis center. Each night we try and answer your questions and provide insight about the pandemic. Our Raj Mathai is getting answers. He's working from home this week. And Raj, a lot of seniors have trouble getting essential items that they need. They can't leave their home. It's an order by the governor if you're over 65, but we can help them. There's ways to help. Tell us about that.
There's a great new program that's just been launched. And you know what? When this all started several weeks ago, there was not a political leader, not a health leader. There was a religious leader who said, here are the 3 tips in terms of us being more loving to our community. Number 1, call someone who's lonely. Number 2, call someone who's elderly. And number 3, socially distance, but don't spiritually distance. Let's talk about the elderly part. Checking in with someone is so critical, especially when they can't get out and go out to get all their essentials. Here's San Francisco Mayor London Breed.
What is gained from this is not only the ability to do something to help support others, but it could be the beginning of a long-lasting friendship. We know that so many of our seniors are living in isolation. They may not have family members who are there and available to them, and here is an opportunity for you to help someone who desperately needs help at this time.
And here is the opportunity. There are, like the mayor said, so many seniors that need our help, people that are elderly. There is an app now. The city of San Francisco is working through a local app where you can call in, they match you, and you register. They pair you with an elderly member. You can do their grocery shopping, bring them their essentials like their medications, and really just a friend, someone to chat with each day or maybe every other day or even once a week. Here are the details now. It's called the Emergency Response Volunteer. There's a website, simply sf.gov/COVID-19 volunteer. And if you prefer, you can call this number, 415-355-6700. So some easy ways ways to help out the elderly people in our society, in our community. And if you're not in San Francisco and you're various other parts of the Bay Area, that's easy too. A lot of the Nextdoor apps, a lot of the Nextdoor communities, a lot of volunteers are there. So if you're elderly, have someone, if you can, or log on to Nextdoor and get some help that way as well. There's a lot of people volunteering. Now, in just a few minutes, we're going to come back to you, and we're going to check in with our local restaurants, Janelle and Jessica, some of the restaurants that are open for business and that desperately need our business. Also, what about for all the kids out there signed up for their Little League and soccer and basketball? It's non-refundable, but there are ways where you can still get coaching. We'll explain in just a few minutes.
Okay, that's good to know. Thanks, Raj. Up next, preparing for a surge in patients. We're going to take you inside a new makeshift hospital on the peninsula.
Plus, changing the standards, but at what cost? We investigate new concerns over face masks for healthcare workers.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Fornieri. I'll have a look at tomorrow's forecast that I know you're going to love and details on when rain returns. That's in about 8 minutes.
We are following breaking news out of the East Bay. A 5-year-old girl taken to the hospital after being attacked by a coyote this afternoon. It happened just before 2:30 at Dublin Hills Regional Park. Park police say the coyote bit the girl on the ear, neck, and back. We're told she's in the ER and will not need surgery, so that is some good news. Police and state fish and wildlife officers are on scene to, quote, resolve the situation. The park is closed.
Well, as the number of COVID-19 cases rise, more medical equipment and beds are being put into Bay Area convention centers that would otherwise be empty. Local hospitals say they appreciate this safety net. NBC Bay Area Scott Budman is live outside the Santa Clara Convention Center, which is now set up and ready to take those overflow patients, Scott.
Yeah, Jessica, and we have talked to some local hospitals who say they've been able to handle the patient flow so far, but they say if the current growth curve continues, they will appreciate the extra help.
When the medical professionals come,
It's the latest facility to transform into a medical unit.
This is a different type of war for us, and this is our generation's challenge.
The San Mateo County Convention Center, set up with rows of beds and equipment, turning its event center into a field hospital to handle as many as 250 patients during the coronavirus pandemic.
We hope that we never need this facility, but we want to be absolutely prepared, because when that time comes and you need space, you want to have it.
It, along with the Santa Clara Convention Center, aims to help local hospitals in case they become too crowded.
As more and more people continue to get tested, more and more of those cases are going to come positive.
At Good Samaritan Hospital in San Jose, they say they're okay on space for now, but worry about a much busier future.
The current modeling is showing that the system can handle it, but to have this backup system is the best and prudent thing to do, and it's the most wise thing to do to make sure that we can take care of our patient population here in Santa Clara County.
And back here at the Santa Clara Convention Center, they say they have about 250 beds as well, and 3 days worth of medical supplies. Live in Santa Clara, Scott Budman, NBC, Bay Area News.
Thanks, Scott. State regulators this week put out less restrictive standards for health care. This comes as workers grapple with a shortage of face masks. Our investigative reporter Jackson Vanderbecken talks with some experts who fear this could put healthcare workers at risk.
New guidance posted on Cal OSHA's website changes its previous position on healthcare workers and masks. The state's Workers' Safety Agency now says surgical masks, the ones you typically see doctors wear, can be used by any healthcare worker if they can't find something better. The surgical mask should be used for lower hazard tasks involving patient contact. That guidance comes after San Francisco Public Health Director Grant Colfax announced the city was issuing surgical masks to all workers at hard-hit Laguna Honda Hospital, as well as SF General.
We are doing our best to balance keeping our workers safe as possible in the high-risk areas, while also being constrained by a limited supply of masks.
But surgical masks are only designed to keep doctors from spreading their germs to a patient. They don't protect the wearer from someone else's germs. Retired Cal OSHA official Garrett Brown worries that issuing them widely will give hospital workers a false sense of security.
Surgical masks are useful for protecting the world against you. They don't provide any protection from you for you against the world.
SF General psychiatric nurse Jennifer Esteen is concerned to see Cal OSHA softening its standards during this crisis.
And it's really frightening because the things that normally keep us safe, which is standards and equipment, is non-existent.
The new rules state providers must show they have made reasonable efforts to find the better N95 masks before they can substitute less protective surgical masks. Jackson Vanderbecken, NBC, Bay Area News.
Cal OSHA got back to us late today saying that the change will only last as long as the mask shortage.
Well, it is April 1st and the rent is due. It is the first time under the shelter-at-home order, and some people, as we know, are out of work. That could be you. Some businesses have shut their doors. They say they're trying to work with landlords. Residents say they're not sure what the future holds for them. Now, San Francisco has temporarily halted eviction enforcement for those who've lost income due to COVID-19, and the state has also offered protection. Today, 2 supervisors joined with politicians from 8 cities looking for more help from their governors and from federal leaders as well.
Okay, let's get a check of our forecast. Jeff, it was such a nice day today. It was only around 60 degrees in my neighborhood, but it felt like 70. It was so nice to be in the sun. We had a picnic outside. Are we going to have more of this?
Oh, perfect day for that. And I know, anyone who had any chance to get outside today, it was a 10 on the scale of things. I do have more of that coming our way in the forecast, and then eventually some rainfall moving in for some big changes. Let's bring you outside right now to that Sky Camera Network on this Wednesday. I know our days are kind of all over the place with our shelter in place happening. You'll see right now on that live high definition Sky Camera Network on the bottom of the screen in San Jose, we do have have some car traffic. It's not super thick, of course, with our shelter in place. And then off to the top of the screen, we have that blue sky. Through tonight, I have temperatures dropping down to some cooler low 50s by 10 p.m. We're at 51 and mostly clear. And as we move through tomorrow morning, temperatures start off a little bit colder here with a second additional day of these clear skies. There's no cloud cover to blanket any kind of daytime heating in, so we will have some isolated 30s to start, so you need that jacket if you're up early and about. Otherwise, 67 in Santa Rosa, up to 69 in Concord and Antioch, San Jose 66, Palo Alto 67, and some chilly 50s near the coast. So enjoy this weather tomorrow. The weather definitely has been the bright spot in all of this when we get that sun, because we have some rain starting to move in by Saturday. And this system, I tell you what, it's going to drop temperatures much colder and also bring back a rain chance and Sierra snow. Now, with that colder weather moving in, it's common sense. We all know it. Make sure to wash those hands often, long enough to sing happy birthday twice. Soap and water works best. It actually works better than those alcohol sanitizers. So save those alcohol wipes for when you go to the grocery store so you can take care of your hands there. Otherwise, reach for that soap and water. Coming up in 25 minutes, I'll have details on the rain this weekend and the Sierra snow and some much higher totals on the way to the Sierra, which will help us out at least most immediately with our drought in place. I'll see you in 25 minutes.
Okay, that's some good news. Thanks, Jeff. We are all adjusting to a new normal during this pandemic. We're going to show you how the Bay Area is coping. Stay with us.
Well, it is our new normal, how we work, how we learn, how we communicate with our family, and really how we cope through all of this. Today, we kind of launched something to help each other and just kind of share our experiences here. Our new normal. I asked everyone on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram on my account, just send me your photos of what you're doing at home, how you're getting by, and we got flooded, and the station got flooded with a lot of pictures and videos, and we appreciate that from every level of our community. Let's start with the local politician from the South Bay, California State Assemblyman Ash Kalra. He says this is his new normal, conducting his legislative caucus meeting today via Zoom. We're all getting pretty familiar with that. How about the new normal for learning? This sent to us by Yanith Armas. She works in Santa Clara. She says, this is our new normal at home. My 3 daughters on the laptop going to school virtually, and that's how we're doing it. We've also in these last couple of weeks trying to focus on restaurants. They are open for business and they desperately need our business. We're trying to go around the Bay Area. Tonight, let's start in the East Bay. Let's go to Livermore. This is a popular spot right there, the First Street Ale House. And yep, they are serving beer. You can get them in growlers. They are ready to go. But then out in the parking lot, look at this. This is pretty interesting to see. They have a big truck there, and you can get all your groceries, or at least many of your essential groceries, from produce to eggs, to pasta, and all sorts of things. You order online, you come pick it up. It's contactless pickup there. A lot of restaurants are doing this. We've been focusing on it. And then also in the East Bay, let's go to Fremont. How about your favorite taqueria? Right there, Super Taco Taqueria in Fremont. Matt Morse, one of our Facebook followers, sent us this photo there, representing and supporting the local businesses. So there are ways that we continue to help people and to help businesses as we get through this. What about all the sports teams now? All our kids, I got a son at home. Let's go to our Mathai family fam cam. I'm in the backyard of my house. Let's go to the front yard, and this is a live look at I hope. There is Max, my 11-year-old. And the issue is now, okay, so Max, like so many other sons and daughters, are enrolled in soccer and baseball and basketball and flag football. Those sports, those leagues are non-refundable, at least most of them, but there's still a way you can connect. Contact your coach. A lot of coaches are saying, you know what, we will still meet with our team via Zoom or maybe even one-on-one sessions, so you can still get your coaching for your son or your daughter. Item number 2, you can also, there's some sporting goods stores like Dick's Sporting Goods that are sending out blasts every day or every week about some, hey Max, how are you, buddy? Sending out some blasts about online training, so you can do that. I know Dick's Sporting Goods is involved. And if you want to go the paid route, there's all sorts of things on YouTube and some, hey buddy, keep up that jump shot. All sorts of paid programs. I know Steph Curry even has a master's class on YouTube where you have to pay a little money, but you're at least getting some training there. So there are ways to get through this, but Jessica and Janelle, I don't see little leagues and all sorts of other leagues getting back on track until the August-September season. So it's going to be quite a while. We'll send it back to you. And how'd Max look? I was talking so much, I couldn't see his jump shot.
He just drained a three-pointer. He just drained a three-pointer. He scored like 24 points in the last 90 seconds. Go check him out.
He's way better than his dad. That's awesome. I love
Definitely. Thanks, Raj. Well, still to come at 6:30, considering new restrictions, President Trump's next possible move to contain the virus.
Plus, the fight over life-saving equipment, the doctors setting guidelines for who gets priority now.
Right now at 6:30, governors across the country are bracing for a surge of coronavirus cases over the next month. Tonight, the Trump administration is considering a new measure to try and contain the deadly virus. The president is considering stopping flights to hotspots in the country.
All this comes as a number of deaths across the country tops 4,500 today. The administration now expecting as many as 240,000 Americans to die within the coming weeks. A staggering number that experts say will be much higher if people do not follow the guidelines to stay home and isolate.
The mitigation and social distancing clearly works. We need to put our foot on the accelerator and not on the brake.
Now, without a nationally mandated stay-at-home order, the response varies from state to state. Governor Newsom has issued a statewide stay-at-home order, but more than a dozen governors across the country still haven't done so. And as the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases rise, stocks continue to drop. The Dow plunging 973 points, nearly 4.5%. The S&P falling 114, and the Nasdaq losing 339.
Okay, with the virus spreading every day, our healthcare system faces its greatest challenge in decades. To help fight COVID-19, the FDA has fast-tracked the approval of critical tests and drugs to help treat patients. Joining us from New York tonight is Peter Pitts, former FDA Associate Commissioner and co-founder of the Center for Medicine in the Public Interest. Peter, thanks so much for joining us. I know you're in New York, 3 hours ahead of us. Let's talk about testing right now. That's been the big headline every day. Why has it been so hard to get enough tests?
Well, we should have gotten started sooner. We've done very well. We have some new tests that were approved on Friday by the FDA. They can get results in as little as 5 minutes. And that's incredibly important because we don't want people queuing up outside of hospitals and clinics who think they're sick. Obviously, you don't want those people getting each other sick. Plus, the old tests took sometimes a couple of days or even a week to get a result, and that's not good. Doctors need a diagnosis. These new tests can give a positive or negative diagnosis in about 5 minutes so that a doctor can actually prescribe the best treatment. In fact, these new tests are about the machine that reads the tests are about the size of a toaster. So they can be in the doctor's office. So now you don't have to go to the hospital or a clinic. You can go to your own doctor's office, get a diagnosis, and you and your doctor can discuss what the best treatment is for you. We still need more tests, just as we need more ventilators, but we're absolutely going in the right direction.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to meet the surge happening in many states. Let's talk about the experimental treatments. We've heard about that anti-malaria drug paired with an antibiotic that could help treat the most seriously ill COVID-19 patients. Can you tell us about that?
Well, the FDA has issued an emergency use exemption for fluoroquinolone and zithromycin. We still need solid science. So while we're doing clinical studies to actually get the science in the traditional way, we're also doing what's called parallel tracking, which is allowing physicians to prescribe these medicines to patients who they feel it will help. These medicines will make the symptoms less severe and theoretically should make the course of the disease quicker. But these are just anecdotes, and the plural of anecdote isn't data. And what doctors need to realize, too, is these are drugs used for many other purposes. For example, patients with lupus and rheumatoid arthritis use these drugs chronically. So we don't want to create a shortage because people are rushing to get these drugs from their physician. 85% of people who have COVID-19 can stay at home, drink fluids, get plenty of rest, and they'll see their way through to the end of the tunnel. These drugs really are for people who are seriously ill in the hospital. So, it's a degree of rationing, but we have to make sure the people that need it the most get it the quickest without causing shortages. So it's a bit of a finesse, but again, doctors know what to do, but patients need to be part of the solution. We need to realize that not getting a drug and staying home is helping others, and staying home, sheltering in place, isn't just about our being healthy.
Yeah.
It's about helping everybody else stay healthy as well.
Right.
And that's just crucial. You want to be a victor, not a vector in this type of a situation.
That's a number we need to remind people. 80 to 85% of people diagnosed with COVID-19 can recover at home just by staying at home and treating the symptoms there. Leave the medication for the more seriously ill patients. Okay, let's talk about the vaccine. We keep hearing 12 to 18 months, which is considered like basically fast track. But you're saying we could see it sooner.
Well, I'm hearing about 10 months to a year. I mean, there are a number of companies around the world we're working on this. So you have a number of shots on goal. So the odds are pretty good, but it's not going to be fast enough for the current crisis. We're also looking at what's called convalescent plasma, which are the antibodies developed by people who have already had COVID-19 as a potential, not a vaccine, but as a treatment for people who are currently having the virus or might be prone to getting the virus. But again, you need to prioritize the folks that get that treatment as well. And that's being developed. And there are companies in the Bay Area, Genentech, Gilead, Amgen, who are trying to do studies to repurpose existing drugs, as well as looking at experimental medicines not yet approved by the FDA to deal with COVID-19. So while you guys are appropriately sheltering in place, as we are here in New York, people are hard at work in the Bay Area trying to solve this problem as well.
Okay, Peter Pitts joining us from New York. Thank you so much for that information and clarifying some confusion and questions out there. Hope to chat with you
My
again
pleasure.
in the future.
Stay safe.
You too, Peter.
Okay, we know that the number of patients in hospitals will surge. That means hospitals everywhere now have to consider how they will allocate life-saving resources, and that could force doctors to make some very difficult decisions. NBC Bay Area's Mark Matthews spoke with a trauma surgeon at SF General and with the chair of the ethics committee at USC, who is drafting guidelines for the university's hospital.
It is a terrifying prospect that there may not be enough ventilators or ICU beds to handle the surge of the coronavirus, but we are already seeing shortages.
This is a situation that many of us find extremely uncomfortable because we're shifting from person-centered care, meaning what is best for an individual who is suffering and under our care, to the concept of population-centered care, meaning who is most likely to survive to hospital discharge.
Dr. Sunita Puri says some institutions are looking at the age of a patient, but not at USC.
Because the important factor is really how is the body functioning.
Dr. Puri says in the case of a shortage of resources, patients would be scored on how their organs function. They would be evaluated at intervals and assigned a priority status.
Triage committee would actually make decisions then about who is highest priority, who is intermediate priority, and who may not be as high of a priority to get a scarce resource.
At San Francisco General, trauma surgeon Andre Campbell says it isn't just ventilators or hospital beds. Scarce resources can include doctors and nurses, which are already in short supply in New York.
Part of New York's problems is that it's a very dense city.
Dr. Campbell grew up in New York and says the Bay Area may be able to avoid a similar crisis if we can slow the spread by staying home.
What we're trying to do is flatten the curve. Flatten the curve means getting less people infected so that we can manage the severity.
Both doctors, Campbell and Puri, told me it is time for all of us to begin talking with our families about the sort of end-of-life care we would want, make decisions before we become sick and isolated. Sheltering at home, Mark Matthews, NBC Bay Area News.
Thank you, Mark. Up next, more babies coming 9 months from now. The Berkeley researchers saying a population surge is on the way. Okay, we told you yesterday that new research shows more people are drinking while sheltering at home. Now comes another study that suggests people are also getting more busy in the bedroom. Two UC Berkeley demography professors predict a major surge in the population in the coming months. Dr. Edmund Fitzgerald says it will likely be known as the coronal generation, babies born in December of this year and the early months of 2021.
Okay, connecting with exotic animals right from your couch. The Oakland Zoo is offering some behind-the-scenes access. Here's how it works. Every weekday at 2:30, there will be a live stream where a host interviews zoo staff. Plenty of animals to show you, too. Subscribers can then ask questions that'll be answered during the live stream. The platform cost about $14 a month. It's seen as a way to help the zoo survive while educating people stuck at home, obviously.
Oh, so cute. Well, this weekend we want to give you a look at good things going on during this pandemic. We're going to be airing a special called Coronavirus, Our Community Responds. During the special, you can donate to the Silicon Valley Community Foundation, which will help people in need of housing. So critical at a time like this. It airs this Saturday at 7 p.m. right here on NBC Bay Area.
All right, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Ranieri, who has been sheltering at home while providing us with some beautiful sunshine today. We expect some more tomorrow, Jeff.
We definitely do, Justin, Janelle, and then we do have a weekend storm on the way. I'll go over totals on that, plus what could be bothering you when it comes to your allergies. I'll show you what's floating around in the air in about 6 minutes.
Some stores are currently refusing to accept merchandise returns. I'm consumer investigator Chris Kimura. We'll explain why and why some people might be happy about that. Next.
NBC Bay Area responds to people's problems with merchandise returns virtually every week. The COVID-19 crisis is complicating things. Now, many companies are responding, and some folks, you may not like the answer. Consumer investigator Chris Kimura is here to show us why. And I just heard from Jessica she couldn't return something at Target.
Yeah, there's a mixed bag here. So some companies are giving shoppers a break during the health emergency. Others are ditching their return policies. Let's start with some companies that are relaxing their return rules. Macy's says we're extending the return window for all merchandise 30 days beyond the original return date. Their policy varies by product line, which means you could have up to 120 days for a return. Macy's accepts some returns by mail, so that's an option if you want to send something back ASAP. That is not an option for most Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods purchases, so their new policy is somewhat indefinite right now. We are extending our store return policy by 30 days from the date when our stores reopen, and our online policy by 40 days from the date when our online businesses reopen. Basically, stay tuned because reopening isn't going to happen until May at the earliest, if we're lucky. Let's switch gears here. Let's talk about some grocery stores. This, I'm smiling because it's potentially bad news for hoarders. Lucky says while we continue to accept returns for quality-related issues, we are not accepting returns for over-purchased products. Safeway is even more strict. It says our return policy is temporarily changing. We are not accepting returns at this time. I saw some people online up in arms over this, calling it illegal. I'm afraid they are not correct. They're wrong. The California Attorney General says stores do not have to offer returns. Provided a store posts that it's not allowing returns, the AG says that is okay. And don't assume a store will allow you to return an item if you change your mind. So buy only what you need, folks. And if you're tempted to overbuy, expect to be stuck with your stockpile. We're taking lots of virus-related questions. Go to NBCBayArea.com, then click Response from the main menu. Or give us a call. The number is 888-996-TIPS. I'll be back at 7 o'clock with a question about how long the virus might live on things in your refrigerator. The doctor we talked to today is changing my habits in the kitchen. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Jessica?
Okay, that's good to know. I'm going to tune in for that as well. Another high-profile sporting event has been canceled because of the pandemic. The Wimbledon tennis tournament will not be played this summer for the first time since World War II. It was scheduled to take place in London at the end of June. It'll now happen in the summer of 2021, just like the Olympics.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know. We're like running out of no sports to watch. I recorded something. I was watching, what was it called? Combat juggling on ESPN. They were juggling and trying to knock each other down while they're juggling. That's on TV now. That's the sports we're watching.
That won't work in the ring.
I've never heard of that. I got to check that out.
It's entertaining.
No, not at all. So best time for combat juggling really tomorrow and Friday. Then you got to move to some sort of an indoor sports. That's quite a sport. So, all right, let's get you outside of that live Sky Camera Network. And that blue sky has definitely at least helped to cheer us up with all of this, sad and also serious news with COVID-19. And on that front, I did want to start off tonight with something that might have you feeling a little bit paranoid when you wake up. We all have allergies, seasonal allergies this time of the year. You might be getting a stuffy nose, itchy, watery eyes, but do know that oak trees are in the high category. I wanted to make sure that I highlighted this so that those of you with allergies kind of think about that aspect of everything with COVID-19 symptoms, and you kind of compare the two and figure out where you are on everything else. Grass, mold, and weeds all in the low category. We'll talk more about the rainfall that will help to wash away the pollen and help your allergies in just a little bit, but I do want to start off with tomorrow morning's forecast. We'll begin cold, upper 30s and low 40s, sunny skies here throughout the Bay Area. Some of the chilliest weather in the North Bay with 39. If you have to go to the grocery store tomorrow or to the pharmacy, make sure to take your jacket if you're going early. As we know, some of those stores do have some special hours. We'll be down once again to 39 degrees. Best time to be outside tomorrow really is all day long with that sunshine, and our sunset will come at 7:31, so our amount of sun is getting longer and longer, and that'll at least help to boost our mood here as we head through another month here of this shelter in place. Down into San Jose, I have us at 66, and the winds out of the northwest at 16 miles per hour. Now, the air is going to be relatively dry as well, humidity down to 25%, and you'll see wind at west at 13 for the East Bay, 69 in Concord, over to Oakland, 65. The peninsula has very similar temperatures, certainly a lot colder at the immediate coastline. Half Moon Bay, 55. And as we bring you up to San Francisco, 62 in the Mission. And we'll find temperatures a little bit warmer once you head away from the coast and also the bay. So tucked away in those North Bay valleys, 67 in Napa and 66 in Sonoma. So dry weather tomorrow, dry weather Friday. Then by this weekend, here comes our rain chance. And this storm's also going to drop temperatures as well. So rain Saturday and Sunday. That's going to bring our totals on average to a quarter to about 4/10 of an inch. And then notice down here for the South Bay, that yellow color, that's about a half to 3/4 of an inch. So Santa Cruz Mountains definitely with some of the higher totals. So rain chance Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with 50s and 60s in San Francisco. Notice the inland valleys going from the upper 60s all the way down to 56 by Sunday. And real fast, heading up to Tahoe to check on any kind of family. Be ready for winter conditions. This is great news for our drought. We'll see 1 to 3 feet of snow expected over the Sierra. Jess and Janelle, I also wanted to mention, a lot of us using those alcohol sanitizing wipes to, clean things up, or soap and water. It's leaving our hands dry. And with that humidity very low tomorrow, down to 10 to 20%, it could make it even worse. So make sure to use some lotion to moisturize, and that could help to keep your hands in better condition as well. So just a little tip here from a meteorologist on the humidity and the impact on us tomorrow.
And the impact on our hands. Moisturize. Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, they normally compete against each other on the football field, but now Bay Area coaches are teaming up to get the message out. Anthony Flores has that story for us next. Okay, we keep hearing wash your hands, practice social distancing. Now some Bay Area coaches are taking to social media to try to reinforce that message too. NBC Bay Area's Anthony Flores shows us how.
On the football field, they're rivals.
On Saturday, sometimes we are adversaries. When it comes to something like this, we are all working together.
In this challenging time, they're teaming up.
Coach Brent Brennan here with San Jose State football.
David Shaw from Stanford football here.
Justin Wilcox here with Cal football.
All three Division I football coaches in the Bay Area uniting with a message.
First and foremost, we can wash our hands, right? Plain and simple.
And practicing social distancing.
Until we have a vaccine, we need to work together to stop the spread of this dangerous virus.
A public service announcement posted on social media about the coronavirus.
We saw a lot of people kind of getting a message out there, but we thought nobody was doing it together, and kind of we wanted a big part of our message to be like, we need to work together to stop the spread of the virus.
We want to put our effort behind something that can hopefully help people and potentially save lives.
The idea came from Courtney Brennan, the wife of Spartans head coach Brett Brennan.
Like all things in this household, all our good stuff comes from her.
The goal, to educate, not just the public, but their players. Even though they are young and strong, anyone can catch the virus.
Any coach in the world would tell you that, the players' well-being is their absolute most important thing.
We worry about their health. We worry about their activity. We worry about the people around them. So social distancing, washing your hands, and realizing that this is very dangerous and very serious.
And just like in football, it takes teamwork to win.
And I would still say never live in fear. Find a way to be active and be safe.
It's also a chance for us to reflect a little bit and find the positive in a really tough situation.
Anthony Flores, NBC, Bay Area.
Well, finally tonight, our Something Good, an East Bay company that normally provides a little holiday cheer, is now helping healthcare and grocery store workers stay safe. The San Ramon company called Encore Associates makes holiday-themed items. They were in the middle of making Easter baskets and bunnies when the pandemic brought everything to a halt. The company decided to shift their focus to gathering protective equipment for healthcare and grocery workers. The company used its relationships with suppliers to gather the much-needed items.
One thing I've always said to my mentees, nurture your network because they will give back to you tenfold. And that is what we're finding, that our network, they may not have the source, but they have someone in their network or know someone. And everyone has been sending us information, which has been invaluable.
Kudos to Encore. Well, their goal is to continue helping out as long as that help is needed. And it's unbelievable. Easter is coming up, so we still need the Easter bunnies and the Easter baskets, and we have to go on that Easter egg hunt.
You have to do it in your own backyard with your own little family.
Exactly. That's how we're going to have to do it. We're going to take you outside before we go and show you some of the weather cams because it was a beautiful day, Jessica, outside today.
Absolutely. And stay with us. Our coronavirus special is up next right here at 7 o'clock.
the likelihood that this May 3rd date will be extended is possible.
Right now at 7 on the very first day of the extension of our stay-at-home order, San Francisco Mayor London Breed hints that the order may be extended yet again. This is California students learned that they are not going back to campus until the fall. Good evening and thanks for joining us for our special 7 p.m. newscast. I'm Jessica Aguirre coming to you live from the newsroom.
And I'm Janelle Wang in the NBC Bay Area studios. We are also joined by our own Raj Mathai, who is working from home this week. Raj.
Yeah, we are all spread out, but we are all coming together, of course, for the big headlines of the day. Among the headlines was about the school system and really what can be done for all the kids and students that don't have access to proper Wi-Fi and to laptops. There are some answers for that. We'll have more in just a few minutes. Let's start back in the studio.
Okay, thank you, Raj.
Well, we are tracking many new developments in the pandemic, including a surge of new cases, Jessica.
Bay Area counties added more than 2,600 new cases today alone. At least 67 people have died. The Bay Area's hot zone, Santa Clara County, now just shy of 1,000 cases with 956. San Mateo County jumped to 388. That's 79 cases more than yesterday. Health officials say in order to flatten the curve, people need to stay home. And that means school campuses are closed and distance learning will be the new normal. State School Superintendent Tony Thurmond is recommending schools continue to keep campuses closed for the rest of the school year. He used the word recommends because ultimately it is up to each school district to decide. Thurmond says California schools should treat campuses as if they are unsafe for students. He added that just because campuses are closed, it doesn't necessarily mean that classes are not in session.
I want to be clear, school is not closed. School is still in session, and we've had to shift to doing distance learning as the way that we deliver education.
Well, Oakland Unified as well as Santa Clara Unified School Districts say their campuses will close for the remainder of the school year. Sadly, all of this means high school seniors across the state will likely miss out on milestones that they look forward to, like the yearbook signings, prom, and graduation. NBC Bay Area's Melissa Colorado has more from Berkeley.
It is a sad ending to the traditional school year for seniors here at Berkeley High School. Prom was supposed to happen next week, then it got postponed, and it's very likely that it will be canceled. Now, classes will still be happening. They're just going to happen online. But one high school senior tells us it just won't be the same.
Next week was prom. I was super excited.
Forget senioritis. The coronavirus has likely cheated thousands of high school seniors in the Bay Area from rite of passages like prom and graduation. Berkeley High School senior Abigail Sanchez has a prom dress hanging in her closet that won't be worn anytime soon.
I have friends who rented party buses and it's non-refundable. They can't refund a lot of the hotel rooms. So now we're all stuck with bills for a night that we won't have.
State Superintendent Tony Thurmond stressed today the school year is not over. Education will still happen, but it will be through a screen. Even for the most tech-savvy of teens, distance learning has its hurdles.
It's just so much harder to retain information, and it's definitely harder to access your teachers. Of course, they're only an email away, but it's completely different when you're in a classroom when you can just raise your hand and ask a question.
There is some relief for high school students worried about getting into college. The University of California will suspend the SAT requirements for students applying for the fall 2020 semester. Sanchez says nothing will pain her more than losing out on her high school graduation ceremony.
That's, of course, the end moment of senior year. Everyone decorates their caps, and we all walk through the stage and, move our tassel from one side to the other. And I was really looking forward to being a part of that.
Next week, the Berkeley Unified School District will launch their distance learning program. The district says it has already started to distribute Chromebooks to low-income students. That's the latest here in Berkeley. I'm Melissa Colorado, NBC Bay Area News.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, this new recommendation of closing schools for the rest of the school year has teachers and parents scrambling to find out what happens next. For instance, will students have to repeat the same grade? Most likely not if students keep up their distance learning. What about report cards? It varies from district to district. For example, in the Eastside High School District of San Jose, the superintendent says his students will get the same grade they had when they went into home isolation. But the grade can go up if they improve during distance learning. The grade cannot go down, and the student will not have to make up the lost time during summer school. They'll simply move on to the next grade level.
We have a policy in place of no student will be hurt by this online or distance learning programs.
Now, there are some complaints. Some teachers in the Alum Rock School District say they haven't been given any direction on how to handle grades. We are getting some new information tonight about the AC Transit employee that has tested positive for COVID-19. A source tells us a letter was posted at the bus yard today to notify staff. The employee has reportedly not been at work since March 11th and then was on vacation. We don't know if that employee is a bus driver.
Well, as doctors nationwide scramble to get test results, scientists at UC Berkeley have created from scratch a COVID-19 testing lab. The effort, done by a volunteer team. Testing inside the robotic pop-up lab is scheduled to start on Monday, and it's expected to analyze 1,000 novel coronavirus test results a day. Joining me now from Berkeley is Dr. Fyodor Urnov, professor of molecular cell biology, and more importantly, the man leading this lab's testing effort. Thank you so much for being with us today. Okay, let's start with how this idea came about and how you were able to get all these people together and just come up with a pop-up lab.
You know, the idea showed up on our doorstep. We all read the news, we watch your station. The pandemic was on the rise. Now, of course, we're academic scientists studying basic principles of how living things work. But we also have this nonprofit institute at Cal called the Innovative Genomics Institute, and it's led by a scientist named Jennifer Doudna. She discovered CRISPR. And the mission of the institute is to use CRISPR to improve public health. So 3 weeks ago, actually no, March 13th, Jennifer gathered us all and said, look, we have to rise to the challenge. We looked around the room and said, well, what can we meaningfully do? And it immediately became apparent we have to start doing the testing. We were speaking with physicians here. Go ahead.
So how will the lab work exactly? It's going to be run by robotics. Explain to us how you're going to make that work.
Well, robots don't run themselves. The reason we brought them in is we really need to, as you said, do at least 1,000 patient samples a day to be useful. Right now, a physician requisitions a test and they get the result 7 days later. That's just completely unacceptable. So what we did is we took our R&D mindset. You know, we're scientists, we're geeks, we like to get things to work. So we got all these robots that can move small amounts of patient sample really fast in a very precise way. And we daisy chained them such that robot number one can take 500 patient samples and put them together into tiny plates. Each plate would hold 96 patient samples at a time. So we've reduced a giant bag to a small set of plates. The robot records everything. Where did the sample go? Is everything okay? Then we got a second robot. And what that robot can do is take those plates, get the virus material out of the patient sample, if the patient has this virus, and then quickly measure 700 in 1 hour and 15 minutes, whether there is virus or there isn't. And on top of that, we have a computer system, sort of artificial intelligence, but with a lot of human support, that monitors it all, makes sure everything goes well, and at the end of it all, 4.5 hours later, we can report the result back to the patient, to the physician.
That is really remarkable. Who will have access to this lab?
So our initial mission, of course, is to the University of California, Berkeley. So physicians here on campus, you know, the students are returning from spring breaks. The campus is on remote learning, but the students are returning to housing. What if they have symptoms? You can't wait for a 7-day test if somebody's going to live in a dorm. That's mission number one. Mission number two is the city of Berkeley itself. We spoke with the public health officer, Dr. Elisa Hernandez. There's a clear need for vulnerable populations here in Berkeley to be tested. But beyond that, we are absolutely here to serve the community at large. East Bay healthcare providers, the major hospitals, absolutely we're at your service. And beyond, we really hope we are not needed. We hope the pandemic dies down. But if it's not, we'll be ready.
Kudos for what you have done. It is a remarkable turnaround, and thank you so much for stepping up and really serving the people of the Bay Area. We look forward to hearing you more, and good luck on Monday when that begins.
Thank you.
Well, as the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases rise, stocks continue to fall. The Dow plunging 973 points, nearly 4.5% today. The S&P falling 114, and the Nasdaq losing 339.
Well, the $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus package includes $250 billion that go directly to people who need cash during this pandemic. But not everyone is eligible. People who make too much money will not get a stimulus check. The company Smart Asset compiled a list of cities where the fewest people will be receiving that check. The Bay Area, of course, has 4 cities out of the top 10 cities. Sunnyvale ranks number 1. Only 41% of households will receive the full stimulus check. San Francisco comes in 3rd, Fremont 4th, and San Jose is 10th, where some 57% of households will receive full stimulus checks. Of note, Oakland came in 13th.
Well, as part of our coverage of this pandemic, we created the Coronavirus Crisis Center. It's where we answer your questions and give you critical information. Our Raj Mathai is working from home. And Raj, you have more on how kids will be learning from home for the duration of the school year.
Yeah, it's challenging, Janelle, to say the least, right? It's easier said than done. We can say, all right, everyone learn from home, but there's a whole new set of problems when we address that. In these last few weeks, there's a lot of things that are disheartening about the health crisis, the economic crisis, but really the education crisis. And there is one for thousands of families at home. How do they learn? We're coming to you from a laptop, which we have here, also a high-speed internet connection, but so many families don't have that, and that's really weighing in on the parents, the school administrators, and the teachers. Here's Governor Newsom earlier today.
And I just want to go deeply to express an appreciation to all of the moms, all of those teachers, all of those caregivers. I know how stressful this is. Trust me, I know. And I know what we're asking of you over the course of the next few months.
We are all stepping up. Moms, dads, caregivers, teachers, everyone is involved here. So what about those students now that don't have Wi-Fi or high-speed internet at home, or even internet at all at home, or laptops? There is help on the way. The state of California announcing today a partnership in part with Google. And here is some good news. Take a look. Google is providing 100,000 mobile hotspots. What's that, you ask? Well, essentially, those are free internet service spots, really for low-income areas and for rural areas. Google is also providing thousands of Chromebooks. Those are the laptops we're talking about. This is just so kids can learn and log on from home and connect with their teachers. How will they get the resources? Well, the CDE, the California Department of Education, will distribute those resources. So really, that is some good news as we move forward. And as we heard today, it's not likely our schools are going to open this academic year. We hope to get back by August or September, which is next year. Now, coming up later in this newscast, guys, we will check in with the local family that's singing their way to some happiness, and also some other items as well. Guys, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay, Raj, thank you so much. We'll see you in a bit. Up next, grocery store workers testing positive for COVID-19. What does that mean for your food? Chris Kimura finds out just how long the virus can survive in your refrigerator.
And sheltering at home will bring down the curve, but it may give you some cabin fever, ways of keeping mentally healthy while being inside. Okay, we've been talking a lot about this week about concerns at grocery stores now that some workers have come down sick. We wanted to know, how long can the coronavirus survive on food packaging? And does it stay on packaging that's in your refrigerator, or does being in the cold kill it?
Yeah, good question. Consumer investigator Chris Kimura and his team set out to get some answers. Yes, does the coldness in the refrigerator kill the virus?
No.
Oh.
I think everything's going to change for me going to the grocery store. from this moment forward. Well, actually a couple hours ago. But all right, here's the thing. The virus might actually live for a few weeks in our refrigerators. Today, one of the world's top virologists at the Gladstone Institute in San Francisco recommended to us that everybody wipe down every box, bag, bottle, and can that comes into your home from the grocery store, especially products that go into the refrigerator. And here's why. We're talking about a 2010 study by the American Society for Microbiology. They found that the SARS coronavirus, remember that, SARS? Well, it's very similar to the COVID-19 virus. And when they looked at it, they found that it thrived in an environment identical to the one that your refrigerator reliably creates, specifically one with low humidity and a temperature around 40 degrees or perhaps a little colder. In those conditions, researchers found the virus lived up to 28 days. 28 days. That's almost a month. We asked Dr. Warner Green, what you should do with food packaging during the pandemic.
The point is that you would never put anything into your refrigerator without first decontaminating it. For foodstuffs and boxes and things like that, my wife and I do this together. A towel, soak it in the Lysol, and then really go over the hard surface of the cardboard, of the food product, etc.
All right, we know disinfectants are tough to find right now. They're sold out. So here are Dr. Green's alternatives. Use diluted bleach, 1/3 cup bleach for 1 gallon of water, or in a pinch, just warm, soapy water. Dr. Green says soak a clean towel in your cleaning solution, wring it out a little bit, and then give every box, bag, and container a good wipe down. All of this, by the way, applies to dry goods for the pantry too. And when you are done, this is really important, wash those hands 20 seconds. Sing happy birthday twice. Dr. Green says the risk of getting COVID-19 from food packaging is low, but taking extra care might give you a little more peace of mind. He says he's wiping everything he gets from the grocery store down, so maybe we should be doing it too. I will. We're taking questions about the coronavirus every day. Please submit yours at NBCBayArea.com. Go to the main menu, then click Response. Or you can call in 888-996-TIPS. Everything changed for you, Janelle?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already cleaning like crazy. Now I got to clean even more. Okay, good to know. So is this all of this just stressing you out? We are trying to take an extra few breaths each day, whether it's working from home or in self-quarantine. Making sure our mental health is good and sane is very important. Joining us from San Francisco is psychotherapist Peggy Wynn. So nice to have you back, Peggy. We have to talk about the shelter at home. It's now extended till May 3rd.
Right.
How is this going to impact our mental health?
Well, first off, thanks for having me, Janelle. But it definitely is impacting our mental health. I think for most people, they're feeling an increase in anxiety, and that's a very common symptom given what we're doing. Also, kind of recognizing when you start to feel agitated and irritated, and thinking of a few tips that you can use to kind of manage these times for your mental health. One of the things that's really important is to be able to recognize your anxiety and actually call it anxiety and say, yes, I'm feeling really anxious. And it really helps to talk to the people that you're quarantined with or your friends on video, actually say, yeah, I'm feeling really anxious. Another thing to think about that people don't really associate with maintaining your mental health is actually nutrition. And I know that's a little tough right now because we can't always get the foods that we like, but maintaining and trying to eat a pretty decent diet right now is really helpful. When people are tending to want to overdrink or eat a lot of junk food as comfort food, that is something that will affect your mood, and it's important to sort of understand that.
Okay, I know people are stress eating and they are getting irritated. We've also heard about more cases of domestic violence also. So how do you deal with that when you're with somebody and you just can't stand them anymore?
Well, it is really important to understand that when we are confined and given a crisis, that none of us understand what's going to happen. We have no idea of the outcome, and we're all kind of living in the dark a little bit. I think you have to realize that that is going to increase anxiety and irritation. And in the middle of a crisis, everything is going to feel extremely exaggerated. But if you are feeling like you are in an unsafe situation, in terms of domestic violence, that's different than just deciding you want to divorce your partner. And so if you are feeling like you are in a domestic violence situation, without hesitation, to be sure and dial 911, because the police will respond to that. For the rest of us, though, in these kind of situations where or you are just irritated with your partner and you're thinking, oh my God, I can't wait for this to be over because I'm going to see a divorce attorney, this is probably the wrong time to be making any long-term decisions about your relationship, right? Because right now everything does feel pretty exaggerated and it's not a great time to make huge decisions. So managing your own reactions and feelings to what's going on is a really key component. Most of us want to turn and blame our partners for irritating us, and we also have to take some responsibility for kind of how we're doing ourselves, and that's not easy in a time like this.
Yeah, that is very good reminder. Some of us may be acting out more than we normally are because we're so irritated and agitated and feeling a little bit like cabin fever. Okay, now a lot of people are testing positive. They can't go out at all. What should those people do? Some people have to stay in one room of the house. They can't go anywhere.
Right. And that's a great question, Janelle, because I think that is something that even those people that aren't infected yet are wondering about, that what does happen. And I do think in those moments, I think being able, especially if you're not feeling well, is to stay connected the best you can. And again, that's through using your phone or just using FaceTime to be able to really connect with the people around you, even if it's the person in the next room that you really can't spend any time with. And I think part of it is in trying to keep your spirits positive. I think that's a really hard thing to do. But one of the things that people can really be mindful of is trying to understand and taking this just one day at a time and not getting out too far ahead of yourself. If we start to think about the long term, that can be pretty overwhelming and daunting for most of us. And so right now, really just trying to stay present and really trying to stay in the moment is one of the very best things that we can do.
Peggy Nguyen from San Francisco, psychotherapist. You always have the best advice. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope to talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Janelle.
Thank you
Thanks
so much,
Peggy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
One day at a time. I'm going to keep saying that too. Okay, all 850 passengers who were on the Grand Princess cruise ship have completed their quarantine. They were allowed to leave Travis Air Force Base today. Passengers arrived early last month and were screened daily for COVID-19 symptoms. Those who tested positive were either taken off the base and treated or sent to a hospital. The Grand Princess cruise ship now sits in San Francisco Bay near Hunters Point. Hundreds of crew members are still quarantined on board that ship. When we come back, living in the new normal, Raj is back to show us how some people are passing the time as they shelter at home. Next.
Our new normal, what does it mean for everyone? Well, I've asked everyone on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, on social media, send me your photos, send me your videos of what you all are doing at home, how you're passing time, how you're trying to be productive, how you're trying to find a smile during these tough times. And we've gotten a lot of responses from everyone, including a guy from Los Altos and his adorable family. This is Corey Cullinan singing his way into some happiness. Take a listen.
Well, what can you do when you are stuck at home and you are all alone with your family? Well,
That's pretty fancy. It looks like he has a little sound studio in his house. Corey Cullinan and his daughters and his wife, very good, excellent artists there, having some fun. They actually live in the Denver area now, but they shared this video with us. He said his mom is watching still here in Los Altos. And his mom is very proud, obviously, watching their son and their granddaughters there. Okay, not as fancy in my home, but you know what? It's the simple things that count. Every day we're finding time on the swing. You remember that when you were a kid? Hopefully you remember even doing it as an adult. This is myself and my daughter, Marlo, and she can sit on this thing, man, for 45 straight minutes, not a care in the world. It's pretty nice through the eyes of a 2-year-old. and I do love it. Let's go across the pond to England. Sarah Bracegirdle sending us this photo of her darling daughter. Their new normal, here it is, tea time every afternoon. And what do you have? Tea and crumpets there. And that's the UK sheltering at home as well. And then back here in the Bay Area, Gerard Ross sharing this photo with us. He is from Oakland, saying his new normal means spending more time with his granddaughter. And as we all try to navigate through this stressful time, it is nice to have moments and glimpses like this. So we appreciate everyone sending it in. And guys, I'm already looking forward to my Zoom sessions this weekend with family and friends. I have one family set up where we're going to have a glass of wine or a drink together. And then I have a cousin that plays the piano. He's phenomenal. And he's just going to play the piano for however long he wants to go.
That's a good idea.
So we're looking forward to it.
Good party planning.
Yeah, I would like an invite to that Zoom session. Thanks so much, Raj.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Me too.
You got it. I will send you that link.
Thanks.
You got it.
Well, the new normal also applies to our behind-the-scenes family here at NBC Bay Area. This is our producer, Tony Leon. He's running the show from Muller Family Vineyards in Calistoga. He and his fiance are there self-isolating. His work-from-home setup includes a beautiful view of vineyards right outside his window.
Okay, here's the Flores household in the South Bay. Michael and Christopher playing with their trains while mom and dad work from home. You've seen dad on TV. Anthony Flores is our sports anchor. Mom Christine is a producer here as well.
And check out what's going on inside the home of our reporter, Jody Hernandez. Her 15-year-old son, Jose Escobedo, is busy learning from his teachers online. So he's got that distance learning down.
Okay, up next, dance moves keep you entertained during Ellen. Yes, that's Twitch. Now he wants to learn a new one with you. How you can bust a move with Twitch next. Okay, the Ellen Degeneres show is in repeats this week, so Ellen is doing something good to help fans stay connected to her.
Yeah, it's a dance challenge.
Course.
Yeah, of course. She had a little help from her producer, Andy, and DJ and dancer Twitch to get you motivated.
Can you do a whoa into a dab?
A what?
A whoa into the dab?
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully when you try that, you'll have a little more balance. Here's how the challenge works. Ellen wants you to film yourself doing an original dance move, post it with the hashtag #TwitchDoMyDance. Then Twitch will try out your dance move. And since he's a professional dancer, I'm sure he'll nail it.
So was that going to the ground part of the dance? That?
It's got to be an original dance move. I can't think of anything. I only do other people's dance moves.
All right, we'll have to come up with something, Janelle.
Yep, we do.
All right,
that's
going to do
duet. A dance duet.
That's going to do it for us. We'll see you tonight at 11. Bye-bye.
Bye.